it's time for my 5-minute booster bounce, and I thought I would go ahead and record it because I only have about 14 hours before I reach my goal of 365 days of movement in the year. I started at the end of October because I wanted y'all to join me in the Move More in 2024 challenge, and that's not ending. We're going to continue moving more, but for 2025, we're going to revive our commitment in 2025. Hi, Ginger. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. I love seeing the OGs, the original founders of the Avanti Wellness podcast community. Ginger is a community member and has been around since the beginning. Ginger, do you remember when you first... Thank you, Ginger. Do you remember when you first kind of found me bouncing on the internet? Was it January or was it before that? Was it like around the same time that Duty and Sheila's 35 days behind me, so she'll be reaching her 365 goal in 35 days. I just connected with her through comments in my video from this morning. So do you remember when you started watching? I don't remember, but I know it was early. It was in the beginning. December-ish. That's right. We're going to do this again. We're going to get the community revived in 2025 to get everybody back on a horse of their choosing. You pick your horse. You pick your motivation. You do it for you. We're just here to support you. And I have some exciting things planned for 2025 that's going to make the channel a little more, have some more content and not just me rebounding, because I'm not going to be videotaping all that much anymore, because I just kind of wanted to prove a point for the year that you can do it. And if I want to match up my timing with my rebounding, maybe booster bounces and talk to y'all, then I can do it. But I've got some plans. I just wanted to show y'all today I'm going to get back on the drink lemon water in the evening before I go to bed kick. Usually I drink it, in the morning, but I'm going to start drinking it at night. Hi from Norway. Wow, it's late in the night in Norway. And what is it, like 7 hours ahead? So what time is it? It's like 7. So what are you, like, what is that, like 2? I mean, I don't even know. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah, 2 o'clock. That's what I was thinking. So, y'all, who wants to be revived in 2025? Make your own commitment. Stick to your own commitment. Do it for yourself and be supported by the channel. Who wants to do that? So, hey, Rip Blocks. My name is Arthur. Hi, Arthur. Ginger's on the line. And we got Norway in the house. Whoop, whoop, Norway. Thank you for watching at 2 a.m. So I'm going to do my 5-minute booster rebounding real quick. Knock it out. I have I have things I need to do at the house. I need to clean the house. I need to, and thank you, Ann Gamble. Thank you. I love that you love the channel. I want you all to love the channel. I want you to join me in the channel. I want you to feel motivated and revived and excited about the new year and the new things that are happening. And I am so ready for good things to be happening in 2025. Raise a hands. How many of y'all would like for good things to come in 2025? I do. So, Arthur, I am talking about my lemon water. I'm going to start drinking. I bought these today at Whole Foods, which we call Whole Paycheck. So I was just there because I wanted macadamia nut milk, and that's one of the fastest ways I can find it. So yes, I'm going to drink my lemons. Hi, Elaine. 14 hours to go. I have a special celebration that I'm going to celebrate in my house by myself, but I'm going to bring you along with me in my live celebration. I don't know exactly what time I'm going to do it. I have something really, really big and really, really important to do tomorrow afternoon. So I'm going to knock it out early in the morning, and early, I mean like 9. So maybe I'll come on at 9 and we'll celebrate together my 365 day of commitment to myself, for myself, of myself, hoping that my commitment to me inspires you and that you can be committed to you too. It's difficult, it's challenging, it's doable. I just wanted to prove that it's doable. Even if you don't make 365, maybe you make 330, who cares? It's gonna be good. And that's what you gotta focus on, is how change is good. So I am going to 365 days. You have motivated me. Awesome, Elaine. I was just talking about you today, Elaine, and your eyes, how your eyes just started healing. And the doctor had never seen that before. Y'all go look for her podcast episode in the regular videos. So Ann Gamble wants a shout out. We love you, Ann Gamble. So thank you for commenting. When y'all comment and make a little chat, it spreads my live video all around YouTube. I was on a YouTube corporate call today, and I have it every Tuesday for the next few weeks. And so they're teaching me things. I was handpicked by YouTube. There's only like 130 people on the call out of all the videos and all the creators. They offered me the chance to learn from them. I am so grateful. I'm so appreciative. I love that they're noticing that I have 900 videos in 3 years, and that's a big deal. So I hope that they do more to support me. I'm in Texas, and if I don't get on my rebounder and start chatting it up, I am going to get that done. So let's go. Come on, get on your rebounder. Ginger, go get on your rebounder. Elaine, go get on your rebounder. Y'all are probably having dinner. I'm going to get on my rebounder and get my 5 minutes in, okay? Things are picking up. It feels so good to get this behind me. Alexa, give me 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
It feels so good to get this goal behind me, because the stress of having to make sure that I meet my personal commitments and challenge every single day. I was accountable to this challenge. I was accountable to this, to the channel, to report back to y'all. I made it. I did it. It's done. I'm so happy. Can y'all tell? I am so full of joy. This is my joy bounce. My joy bounce, and my dog's name is Joy. I don't know if y'all saw, she just walked in front of the camera. She went to go sit in her bed right there at the end of the treadmill. So I am so joyful. I need a joy song about joy to the world. Oh yeah, all the boys and girls now. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. Bum, 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 bum. Joy to the world. Okay, I'm not gonna hurt your ears. Hopefully you don't have earbuds in and watching this. I just want you to know I'm so happy. This is behind me. Tomorrow is the big day. And I am going to wear, I already have my outfit. It's going to be my pink progress dress. I haven't put it on in a month. I don't know how it fits. I don't even care how it fits. It's not about that. It's about I will be happily surprised if it fits looser or different. But my arms are shaping up so differently than they've been for years. And I was telling my friend how when I look down at my arms this way, I can really see a difference in how they're shaping and how the muscle is growing underneath all of my fat. And so maybe because I was so big, it's gonna take me a little longer for y'all to really reveal the real change. But the whole goal is to find something that I can do every single day that supports a strong, healthy body and then keeps my strong, healthy body. As y'all can see, I'm not doing much here. I'm just punching, pumping with my legs, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, punch, 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 punch. So that is squeezing and stimulating my calves. It's squeezing my glutes. It's stimulating my stabilizer muscles in my calves. It's stimulating my quadriceps. I'm sure it's stimulating my hamstrings. All that stuff is being stimulated. My chin, my under the chin, the turkey neck, all of that is getting revived and new cells are being replaced with healthier cells, taking out the old saggy dead cells that had hardly any oxygen in them. And when you just visualize that you're doing something good for yourself, your brain is going to match what you think about. So on this channel, we talk about importance of speaking positively, affirming positively that your life is going well, that things are working out for you, that your body is healing. I believe your body can heal itself. You just have to know what to give your cells that they need for their healthy lifestyle. And I read that book, The Cellular Wellness Solution, which was great. It was like 25 chapters. And I learned a lot about what the cells need. And oxygen every day was a part of that equation. That's just something I've never done before. I've never focused on a daily oxygen intake. Now I do that with my rebounder. So what can you do that can help you with the daily oxygen uptake? Alexa, stop. My 5 minutes on the rebounder are up, but I'm gonna move over to my Lifepro, which, if y'all haven't heard me say, this thing right here, I love it. It's going. It helps with I think it helps with the nervous system. If you have anxiety, ADD, ADHD, you want to see my little dog? There she is. Hey, Joy. She can't hear me. Okay, let me see if I can get down here while it's moving. Plop, 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 fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Y'all want half Joy, half Lydia? She got her walk already. Y'all, if any of you take depression medication or anxiety medication or have anxiety, have ADHD, have emotional challenges, maybe you live with fear, Elaine's bouncing with me. That's awesome. I recommend a Lifepro vibration plate. It is way more than a lymphatic tool. It is definitely a lymphatic tool, but I think there are alternative benefits that they're not really talking about because people probably wouldn't really get it. And I think a lot of the world suffers from depression. I think, what are they called? SSRRs or something, drugs are a very high number of prescriptions are written for those on a regular basis because the world's depressed. And I think this helps with that part of your neuro connections. And this is my speculation. I'm not a doctor. I'm not based, I don't even know if there's been any scientific studies about it. I'm just telling you about my personal experience of, so like this morning I woke up and the first thing I did while I was heating up my water for my coffee, because I do a pour over coffee, was to sit on this. And I sit on it and it just like wakes up my cells, it wakes up my brain. I feel like it's helping my big booty break up some things. Do y'all remember in the 70s, the 60s, might have even been the 50s, remember those exercise centers? My mom used to go to one where they would vibrate your hips and your buttocks and your legs and your thighs. You could sit on machines for vibration. That's what this reminds me of. But it's so much easier because it's relaxed. Like my aunt, who's 84, she used to have one of those wooden roller ones that would roll, and those hard wooden spindles would be like and be knocking on your bottom when you would sit on your bottom on those machines. She had one in our house, and we were little kids, and we would play on it, but she was like, do not get your fingers in there because it could pull your hand around and like break off a finger. And so she used to tell us to be careful when we were playing on it when we were like, I was like 4, 5, 6, 7 age group, and my sisters were 9 years, 8 years, and let's see, 9, 6, and 3 years older than me. So that's what this reminds me of, but it's so much safer and it's just so much easier. It's all mechanical. Like you can program the vibration to be higher, and it's an automatic 15 minutes on it. So you just hit the button and you can just sit on it for 15 minutes. And I love it so much. I love it so much that I reached out to Lifepro and asked them if I could share a discount link with my audience. So somewhere on my page, you can find a Lifepro discount link if you want to. Somebody just bought one recently, and I get like a small commission. It's like $18 or something for just if somebody happens to go to the website from my link. But that's, I mean, I don't really, you look at half my videos, they don't even have links on them. If I go back and then place links on them, sometimes I do that. But out of like 800 videos, I probably have like 100 of them that have links on them. Not even that many, probably, because it's just a lot of work to go back and put all the links on stuff. So anyway, so tomorrow's a big day. Can't tell you why. I will tell you why if I have good news to share. I can tell y'all later after the fact, like much later when it happens. But it's the beginning stages, and I don't want to jinx it. So, but things are looking up. Things are going good. I'm going to go to my gong event on Saturday, Harry's doing his gongs on Saturday. I've been hitting up a lot of gong events in the last 3 or 4 months. So I believe that if you don't have the ability or energy to change your own vibration, then go to practitioners and get some sound vibration, sound healing therapy, because that can help to get you unstuck. It's helped me. I've used it, and things are shifting. I told a story about 2 years ago when I had a shoulder injury and I couldn't lift my shoulder higher than this. But after I went to go to the gong event, I felt tingling, like the gong vibration was going into the shoulder, and I could feel it, like tingle, tingle, tingle during the event. And then the next day I tested my arm, and I was able to bring my arm all the way up. So before I could only go to here. My range of motion was off. And then I injured my arm trying to do a handstand in my lazy river at my gym in 2020 when I was with my sister. And it was kind of fun because everybody was scared of COVID, and so nobody was going to the gym, and we weren't scared of COVID. So because we work on our immune systems and keep them healthy and strong, because ultimately your immune system is the thing that keeps you healthy from COVID. So we went to my gym and nobody was there. They were open, but nobody was there ever. Like, we never ran into anyone. We had like a 12,000 square foot lazy river all to ourselves. It was awesome. 2020 for us was awesome. We had a lot of fun. And then she moved back to Colorado after that. And so we got to live as adults together in 2020. So that was momentous and memorable. And here we are 4 years later. It's time for another election. By the way, I voted today. I'm so excited. Thank you, Sarah, for my best wishes on my last day eve. I know, my last day eve. I'm 14 hours away. I mean, I had to put like a number to it. At first I put 12 hours, and I thought, I'm not waking up at 7 a.m. and doing this. So I changed it to 14 hours. Oh, so anyway, I am thrilled that I got my voting done. I did not want to don't wait to tackle the day of. It's gonna be crazy. So I drove to a less popular area of town. I got in. Oh, I heard that the voting places for my friends were open on Sunday. Oh my gosh, isn't that crazy? But the last day is Friday. So you want to get in there and get your voice heard by Friday, November 1st. So don't wait till Friday, because it's probably going to be busy on Friday. I had to wait 15 minutes, but that was fine. I was fine with 15 minutes. So anyway, I think my vibration plate is going to probably finish anytime soon. So when it does, I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to go finish my chores, and I have to check my emails because I was gone voting, and I got some important emails this afternoon. So I need to go check those, and I'll see you all tomorrow. And if you miss it, it's okay. I'll be there for you later, which is what the beauty of on-demand is. You get to pick when you want to watch the videos, when it works for you. I record it when it works for me, and everybody's happy, right? This feels so good. Oh my gosh. This is like rock-a-bye baby, rock you to sleep. It definitely is relaxing for sure. It's gonna do 3 beeps and then it's gonna be over. It's gonna go beep, beep, beep. So what are y'all doing? Anybody else? There's only 3 people on the line. Anybody else out there want support, need support? What are y'all working on? Is anybody planning what they want to do for the new year yet? Anybody? I think you got to get your mind right. Even if you don't start thinking about it. I want y'all to start thinking about, what do you want to do? What would you like to commit to in the new year? How would you like to revive in 2025 for yourself? What do you need? What do you need to revive? What would you like to revive in 2025? Maybe it's being a more loving and kind person. Maybe it's drinking more water. Maybe it's, I don't know, going to church. Maybe it's watching church on TV. I don't know what you want to do. Think about what you want to revive in 2025 and get on the bandwagon with us and start getting excited about reviving in 2025. Sarah says, I don't know. I like to do this 365 of rebounding like you did. Sarah, oh my God, you can do it. Sheila's doing it. Elaine is doing it. I don't think Elaine's still there, but Elaine, if you were still there, what day are you on? Because Elaine started on January 3rd, and she is gonna be finished on, I think, January 2nd. So how exciting for Elaine. And Ginger says, that's the plan. I have to recommit to my health, however that looks. Absolutely. Y'all, I made it simple for me because I knew I wasn't gonna do difficult, okay? So it's okay, like, take a bite size of something and just achieve it. I mean, you guys don't even have to commit to 10 minutes a day. That was my commitment. What if you just said 1 minute? Whoever is challenged by the idea of rebounding every single day, but you want to consider it, Sarah, even if you just said 1 minute a day, that is so doable. That's so much easier. And then you can bump it. So here's the deal, okay? So for most of the year, I did 15 minutes. I did a 10-minute morning and a 5-minute afternoon booster. But my commitment was definitely 10 minutes. That was what I committed to the channel. That's what I started with. And then I added the 5-minute booster like 2 and 3 months after I started the 10 minutes a day, because I wanted to booster bounce myself in the afternoon. So just bite off what is doable. So as I'm now going to be working, I don't see myself getting that 10 minutes in right at the beginning of the morning. Maybe I'll do 5 minutes in the morning and 5-minute booster before I go to bed. So I may take it to 10 minutes every day, but split it up. Maybe it's not going to be 15 minutes again every single day. Who knows? Maybe it'll be, there's the end of my vibration. Oh, and I'm still shaking. Maybe it's going to be 15 minutes. Maybe it's going to be 20 minutes. I don't know. You know, my body is heavy from all the muscle I have built. And so it's heavy, weighted. I feel like I have big elephant bones because I feel like I've really built up my bone density, and I feel like I've really built up my muscle. And so all that is heavier than the fat was. And so my body is shaping differently with, you know, hard muscle and bicep and stuff, you know, because I'm not doing anything but this, but it's heavy. So this is an easy exercise for someone who's actually heavy. And so that's what I want to showcase, is that even if you're heavy like me and you're like, oh, I'm not going to go walking, I'm not going to go, definitely not going jogging, do something you can do. And that's why you get to pick your own exercise. You don't have to, there's no class that you have to follow with me. There's no must do. It's really, this is about motivating. This channel is about motivation. This channel is about being supported in achieving whatever it is that you want to achieve. In the in-between, when I have guests for podcast episodes, I like to interview people that do natural health tools, you know, like the seaweed hair care. Here, I'll take, my hair hasn't had a shower today, but I really feel like my hair is getting thicker and more, I mean, this is just, my hair's been in a ponytail all day. So I really feel good about the Masami Japanese seaweed. It's supposed to be hydrating to your hair, and the jury's still out on it, but so far I'm liking it. I haven't finished my bottles yet, my order, but I interviewed them, or her, Lynn, and I have an interview coming up that's interesting. It's like aloe vera and like some kind of a hydration moisturizer type product. I need to learn more about it before I interview her. I have to check it out. We scheduled the interview, but I haven't researched it yet. Yes, more muscle is huge. Crystal, I'm going to take that as a really nice compliment. Crystal says, I think you look a lot better 1 year later. I love it. I'll take it. I feel good. I mean, just like little things that I notice, you know, like little things where there's less fluid in my body. I noticed it. Even like my calves are shaped differently than they were beforehand. So I can't wait for another year, y'all. I mean, if my body continues to transform in 2 years, who cares? I'm not dieting. I am not dieting. I am eating chips and queso or whatever I want. The point is just move the lymphatic system and see what happens. Because here's where my science, calves are your second heart. I know I said that today. I mentioned that in my video today. I was like, do y'all know that your calves are your second heart? Right, so moving those calves with rebounding is pumping not only your lymphatics, but it's pumping circulation too, like from blood circulation. And having all that fluid going through the vessels, it has to make the muscles of the vessels, the lining of the blood vessels, strong and not thin and weak. So rebounding is so good for you. So I was just starting to say something, but I forgot what it was. Hold on. I don't remember what it was. Do y'all remember what I was saying before I said that about the calves are your second heart? I was talking about dieting, like not dieting. So, maybe I'll get more motivated and be more restrictive in my food. My whole point was, I thought about it and I thought, I know a lot of skinny people who eat good food that they enjoy. They allow themselves to eat what they want in moderation. But the difference in their bodies and what I was doing is my friends are like, you don't really eat that much, because I guess they would think that I would eat a lot. But they're like, a friend of mine came and stayed with me for like 5 days, and she's like, you don't really eat that much. You eat the same things I eat, blah, blah, blah. She's thinner than me. But the whole point is, some people have a discipline where they actually go walking every day and they still allow themselves to enjoy some foods they eat. The difference for me is I'm enjoying all the foods that my friends are eating. I just wasn't moving my body. I wasn't doing anything to combat the diet. I was just eating the food and not moving. And so what I wanted, that was the whole idea, was like, okay, let's see what would happen if I kept eating the way that I always eat. I'm not dieting. I'm just living life and enjoying it, enjoying what I eat. But I added exercise. How would that change? So if this exercise on a rebounder builds your muscles and builds your bone density, all of those things take more caloric intake to sustain itself. So eventually my caloric intake can be higher because I need more calories in my diet in order to sustain the muscle that I've built over the last year. See where I'm going with this? So I just decided I wanted to experiment, and I'm in no hurry. The whole point is I need to be moving every day anyway. So I'm gonna test, like, what's the minimum that I can do and have benefit? And I wanted to document it so people could not say, oh, you burned your muscles up at the gym. No, I haven't. I haven't been to the gym since I started rebounding. I mean, I go to my club, I just don't walk into the gym place. So, but I might want to get in there and push some leg presses or row on the machine and move my muscles that I've built in another way. I don't know. I give myself the freedom to choose and to decide at will. So that is the free will that we all have. So I'm gonna start encouraging you guys on my videos. What do you want to revive in 25? That's the new slogan. What are we reviving? What commitments are we reviving for you in 2025? Think about it and get ready. You have like 2.5 months to prepare for it. Like, you don't have to say, oh my God, it's too soon. No, you got like 2 months to figure it out. So that's plenty of time. And I started in October, and I decided to go through all of the holidays rebounding. I went through all the holidays. I went through Thanksgiving. I went, at the beginning of my commitment. Don't wait. By the way, you can start your 2025 tomorrow. You do not have to wait. I started in October for my 2024 commitment. Believe me, the majority of those months 10 of the months were in 2024. So if you want to start early, get yourself geared up, maybe start November 1st, or maybe if that's too early and you haven't really figured out what you're really going to be committed on, go start December 1 and go through the holidays just adding rebounding. No one's telling you to diet. No one's telling you you can't enjoy your life. Do whatever you want. Do what makes you happy. If dieting is your thing and you want to do it, we support that. We want you to be happy. That's what we want for you, is for you to be in control of your own life and be happy and be supported in it. Okay? So I'm going to say goodnight. Great chatting with you, Sarah, and Ginger. I'm pretty sure she's gone, and Elaine's probably definitely gone, and Arthur's probably gone, and Norway's probably gone, and comment this mofo, that's the guy from Norway, and Ann Gamble's probably gone, but I appreciate you all checking in, commenting, and being there. When do you start working? Ginger, I'll call you after tomorrow. We could talk and update. I started literally like 3 weeks ago, pretty much. Not gone. I started like 3 weeks ago. But things are getting exciting, and so we'll have to, if you're around, Ginger, on like Thursday or Friday, I can chai you. So you can text me and tell me when a good time would be to chit chat based on your schedule and catch up. And I'll give you the inside scoop, not the public live stream deets, right? So, okay, guys, it's all very exciting. Good things are happening. I credit my meditations that I'm doing. Oh, I'll just tell y'all what I think is happening. I'm doing what's called the I am statements. And maybe I'll put a video together. I think I've already mentioned it on a video, but I'll put a video together somewhere. They're my personal I am statements, and I really think that that's shifting my frequency, and I'm getting things revved up to. I'm following my dreams. I'm holding fast, and I'm living in faith that life is meant to be good. I talked about this early on in my chapter, in my channel. I am sticking to it. I have been sticking to it, and it's happening. So I will be writing a book soon because the last 3 years have been challenging. You know, many of you know I lost my mom. She died suddenly in 2023 when I was at a business health fair thing. I mean, not a health fair, but a small business fair. She died that day, and I didn't find her in her house until the next day. That was super challenging, and she's my motivation for getting my life healthy because she lived a very healthy life up until 87. And she was, many of you know, because I've talked about it quite a bit, she worked a job to her last day at the church where she worked with young children was like I want to say May 12th or May 19th. Maybe it was the 19th. And then she just died 8 days later. So we miss her tremendously. Her photo is on my mantle. A little bird comes, and my mom loved birds, and a bird comes to the top of my fireplace chimney at the top on the roof, and the bird sings in the morning, and the singing comes down the chimney and out my fireplace and echoes inside my living room, dining room, kitchen, which is an all open concept. And so it's like singing, and it feels like my mom comes to visit and sings through the little bird, and it's so lovely, and I love it when that happens. Just started like in the last probably 2 months, so I think they're enjoying the cooler weather. Sarah says, I'm so sorry for your loss. I know it was hard seeing you going through so many challenges. I know. And then Robin, y'all, everybody knew Robin. Robin was in our Avanti community. In January, Robin started she was 86 and she was 87 when she died, but she was 86 in January when she started jumping with us. I got her excited about using her rebounder again because she used to use it. And then when she saw me bouncing really lightly on the rebounder, just a nice little health bounce, she's like, oh, I can do that. And so she got the bar and she got back on her rebounder. So she rebounded January, February, March, April, May, June, and then June 18th, she fell and had a stroke and hit her head. And she was literally like in a coma for 3 weeks. And I got to go say goodbye to her at the hospital twice. And then they stopped letting people come because supposedly she got COVID from somebody bringing it into her while she was in a coma. So they stopped letting people come see her. But I knew, just because I lost my mom the year before, I just knew that you can never have guarantees. So if you have loved ones and if you have people that you love, be sure to call them, give them the love that you want them to have from you, because there's no guarantees. We don't know when our loved ones are going to pass, and it's so hard when they're gone. And so, yes, this year has been a huge challenge. Do y'all remember I had mold in my shower? I don't know if y'all ever got that update, but I found the mold that was making me cough for 5 months. Remember, I was trying all these Chinese herbs and everything. So I finally found the source of the mold, and it was behind a loofah sponge. There was like a loofah sponge that hung on the wall on a hook underneath a drip of the fountain of the shower. And I never used it. It was like kind of decoration. Somebody had given it to me, and so I never really used it. And then one day I was like, took it off and looked at it backwards, and I was like, oh my God, there was like black mold all over that sponge. And as soon as I got rid of it, funny, I'm coughing now. As soon as I got rid of that sponge, I healed myself. My body had all the herbs and everything that it needed. It just needed the source to stop. So for 4 months, y'all watched me suffer from a cough that I could not get rid of, but intuitively I knew it was like a mold cough because I couldn't get it to kick it. And then I found the mold, got rid of it, and then I healed. And then after that, there was a hurricane. Oh my freaking gosh. There was a hurricane after that. I was displaced. We had no electricity for 5 days in the July heat. And by the way, Robin passed away on like July, I don't know, I think it was the 3rd. And then the hurricane came on the 8th, like right after she had passed away. And I mean, it was like death of my best friend, you know, second mother figure to me. Hurricane, had no electricity in the freaking heat, had to go, me and my dog, a tree fell in my backyard, which could have fallen on my house. So I was very grateful that the tree did not fall on my house, because that would have really sucked and displaced me for way longer than 5 days. So the fact that we were like with no electricity for 5 days, yeah, Houston was mad. The city was mad. I was living in gratitude because I did not have a tree fall on my house. So I was able to handle being displaced for 5 days in a friend's house. Thank goodness a friend of mine had a bed and would let me and my dog come over and be displaced for 5 days. So I was so grateful for that scenario. And then, oh my God, what else happened? There's just like one thing, y'all don't even know, like my stuff I didn't even talk about, like the city where I live, the water department was like changed out the meters of like 200,000 people, and all these people were getting like 10 times their water bills. So like my water bill used to be $35 and it bumped to $600 a month. And I was like, what? No freaking way I'm using more than $40 worth of water. And so they were fighting us and saying, no, you got to pay it. I'm like, no, I'm not paying that. I mean, that's crazy. I'm not using that. And then a big scandal came out, and it was that the meters that they replaced were wrong, and they were overcharging, and people were paying it. Some people had like $3,000 bills. I was grateful mine was only $600. Oh my God. And it's still $600. But anyway, there's like so many things through this year that wanted to knock me down and get me off my track. And I just stayed committed. And why? Because I wanted to show you guys that life can be hard, but it's going to be harder if you don't keep your commitment. So even when life is hard, it's better when you keep your commitment. So that's like one thing you can control. You can control keeping your commitment to yourself. And so that's what I wanted to prove, that all that crap that was happening around me was not going to take me under and was not going to take me down. I was going to persevere and I was going to thrive in the face of lots of bad things happening in my life. So feels good. I haven't let it all out in a long time. I'm just kind of recapping. Tomorrow's video is going to be happy and joyful. I will probably talk about the 365 days in the future, but I just wanted to come on and get my 5 minutes in because tomorrow, now we're 13 hours away from my goal. So nothing's gonna stop me now. All right, y'all pray for me tonight. If you pray to the old, pray to whoever you pray to. My boss, my old boss, who I worked for 13 years and laid me off 3 years ago. We're still friends because he didn't lay me off because I wasn't good. He laid me off because he couldn't afford me. So I called him today and I said, pray for me. I know you don't pray, but who do you pray to? The plants? I was asking him because he has a farm. And he's like, I pray to the old gods and the new gods, which is a line from Game of Thrones. So anyway, it made me laugh. I chuckled. I said, well, pray to whoever you pray to and send me good vibes. So it's all good, y'all. It's better to thrive than to just survive. And I made a commitment a long time ago when that tragedy that I've spoken about happened to me. When I was 21 years old, I decided I was not going to be a survivor in my life. I wanted to be a thriver. And even if I'm 56 years old now and I haven't really peaked, me and my sister were laughing and she was talking about people who peaked in high school. And I said, I haven't peaked yet. I still have peaking to do. I'm going to peak now. This is my peaking season. I'm going to peak right now at 56 years old. So that's what I'm doing. I'm peaking on my YouTube channel and y'all are watching the journey. So wish me luck tomorrow. All you have to do is say that. You don't have to know why, but just hold a positive vision. And Ginger, I can tell you Thursday or Friday. All right. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day. I'm planning on 9 o'clock, so we'll see. We'll see if I make it. All right. Talk to you later. Y'all have a nice night. Bye, guys.